Go for it. All right, well, about to start the Twins Toro Show. It's going to be possibly our first episode. We've had a couple test episodes, but might need to come up with a tagline or something. The Twins Toro Show, where we talk about whatever.
All right, welcome to the Twins Toro Show. I am one half of the Twins Toro. My name's Jorge. That's Juan. I have so many. Not that many. I have muted way more group chats than I'm still participating in. I think because of people like you.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's funny, but when I'm when I text, it's like I'm usually, especially in a group setting. No, that's not fair. I think I just have to be in the mood for people to get cute and whatever, and I'm usually not in the mood. Usually I need some information. I need some answers. There
were two people that I had no idea who they were. I assumed BJ and John. I didn't have either of the numbers, but I assumed. And the only connection I had to those other two, other than Barack, obviously, is I knew what their area codes were. That was a perfectly innocent question.
You have to Google it?
No, I know 330 and 440 and 419. I know those zip codes, area codes. So perfectly innocent. It's like, hey man, you from Akron? Because hey, I went to Kent State. It's right next door, by the way. Thought it'd be a nice.
Not the time to do that. Not the time to have that conversation.
To go offline would be one thing, but I thought it'd be nice to at least get confirmation right there.
But it's not here's the thing. It's like, you know that 330 is Akron Kim.
Right.
Like, that wasn't a...
So,
is this an Akron?
Would you have been better if I said, hey, are you still in Akron? Do you still live around Akron? Would that have been a better question?
Been like, didn't know you were from Akron.
I don't know anything about you, actually. I don't know anything about you.
But
so
you
I thought this was an innocent question.
You see the area code, you know something about them. That's my...
And when I asked about it, it upset you.
It did because I knew what was coming. And then there was going to be 2 or 3 sad conversations when all Brock needed was... Actually, that was your call to do a roll call. Which is great. Absolute great.
Wow, thank you.
It's good.
Thank you.
That was great. But needed,
no comedy allowed. No comedy allowed.
Not from the get-go.
Okay.
Because then it's like you've got 27 texts between who's who and people that not the time.
If everyone had gone boom, 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 like at work when we introduce a new rep, boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. I'm not mixing that up. Nobody was responding here. I wanted to know who this guy was.
It was like, just give it time.
John didn't respond until last night. That was not a boom, boom, boom. We have plenty of boom, boom. I'll show you one.
That's fine. But it's just, that's not like, I don't know, man. It just, the danger is you start off, a couple people respond, and then you start being cute, and then you keep trailing up, and then if John doesn't get to it or whoever doesn't get to it till later, then like, oh man, I don't want to bust this vibe. Like, people can get, it's just, we needed information. Once we got the information, then do whatever you want, and then people can mute you or whatever. But
if I'd gotten the sense from Brock's initial text that all he wanted was information, I wouldn't have tried to be cute. This was an introduction to a group that's going to be his groomsmen, that are going to be hanging out. People I've never met. I don't know who these two guys are. I thought it'd be cool to establish myself. I don't know who Adam and Bears are. I have no idea who these guys are.
Oh, shit.
What I know is that one is possibly from Akron area and the other is possibly from Toledo. I thought it'd be nice to make that icebreaker, establish myself as the funny one, and get on with it.
But you're establishing yourself as the annoying, like...
That's me.
Like... Just trying to protect you, man. You're my little brother. Just giving you advice.
Your response was neither protective nor loving. It was sarcastic and rude.
That's how I protect the people I
That's how
care about.
you've established yourself. I'm the innocent.
I'm the grumpy. Yeah, 100%.
I'm the innocent, naive texter. Who, by the way, who has the Android? Because I want to talk about that, but then you definitely, I didn't want to upset you more.
That would have been a terrible
And I didn't.
time to do that.
And I didn't.
But you wanted to. So if I would have let you run free, maybe you would have gotten, you wouldn't have been able to hold.
But by the way, the focus wouldn't have been on that distraction. It would have just been, oh, here's a friendly guy trying to make conversation.
No,
I can't wait to meet him in Vegas.
Yeah, I met the first time I met him. They introduced us to this game where you put a stake on each, stick in the ground, like however far apart, and then you put a plastic cup over it, and you have a frisbee, and you try to knock it down, and you play teams, and you try to catch it, whatever. So we're 20 feet apart, maybe. All right, just drinking pregame and before the concert, just nice day outside, blah blah blah. We're playing, we're chit chatting. I look out of the corner of my eye. We're 20 feet apart. We're just tossing the frisbee. I look over, and Brock is taking a 5-step crow hop, wings the frisbee.
Frisbee golf.
Destroys the thing. It flies off the ground like I'm trying to catch the frisbee, whatever. I look over, and Bears is like this. He's like, oh, God. Oh. He's wearing he had glasses on. Glasses are not on his face. Nowhere to be found. Had no idea what's going on. We're looking around. He's like, oh, man, that hit me. I don't know what hit him. I don't know if it was the cup, the stick, the frisbee. He takes his hand off his face, and his eye is this color. It's just completely purple. Like you can't tell it's an eye. It looks like a purple bouncy ball or a marble. You can't see any, like you can't tell it's an eyeball. It was the craziest thing. And so then he's sitting inside, like Carly's, trying to get him taken care of. And it starts getting, so like the blood starts pulling down. So it's like he's got like a semicircle of blood, like multiple layers in his eye. Like, took him to the doctor. This is a terrible story because I think we still went to the concert while he was in the hospital. Not our finest hour, but the doctor said something like he was like millimeters from losing his eye or something. Like it was.
You still don't know what hit him?
I don't. Maybe you'll have to. This will be a funny story to ask about. Well, maybe I don't know if it'll be funny or not to him. Maybe he's over it. I don't know.
They're still friends.
That was wild, dude. Right?
He's a groomsman.
He's friends with Brock. Oh well, yeah. I guess Brock's the one that threw it. Dude, I don't. That was wild.
So anyway, yeah, I walked. So from St. Mary's, I walked downtown. I walked past our houses, past the Bosmans. I went up Rising Park, took a sweet picture on the mountain. Came down around the fairgrounds again, like by the houses and everything. Walked out 33, got a free burger at Wendy's. Kept walking, got a free burger at McDonald's, and walked past the mall to Marcy's condo. It was wonderful. Wonderful.
I have so many. What did you have with you?
I was carrying a bag of golf shoes and like dirty socks because that was after we went to play golf at Valley View. I think I was carrying a ripped grocery bag with golf shoes and socks.
Is that it? What else did you have?
I think I had a water bottle. Like I remember my hand hurting and kept having to switch. It was like 6.5 or 7 miles or something that I walked.
You didn't bring like a backpack? Like what were your clothes and your?
They were at the condo. I mean, I went to play golf with the guys.
Okay.
I didn't know. I wasn't planning on this excursion. It was just a nice thing that happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just decided to walk all over Lancaster, Ohio with a bag of shoes and a water bottle.
Yeah.
That's so. No, it's one of those things. Like, I haven't been there in however long. It always seems bigger when you like that feels like you walked 100 miles. What you
It
just
felt that way.
described.
It felt. I was disappointed to see single digits. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Well, so I guess we should let everyone know, like you guys, you and your family came down to Birmingham right after Christmas. You guys stayed for a few days. That was awesome. It was a great visit. I feel like we ate. Well, how much ham did we eat? It was probably 9 pounds of ham. That was gonna be my first question. You're still eating? I don't think Carly's gonna eat ham for a month, at least. She hasn't. She's like repulsed by it right now.
I've said this often. I've said this very often to many people that if there's food wise, if there's something I like, I don't get tired of it.
Same.
I don't get tired of it. In college, that's how I gained all the weight. Working at the food court at the, the Italian pasta place, and that's all I ate. All I ate.
I didn't know you worked at the. I've worked at the food court too.
I know you did.
Oh,
Yeah,
funny.
Olives, and that's where Brett Juhas and Ben Kovacs worked there for a while. But that's where I met.
That was Willy Wonka, right?
Willy Wonka. So that's what started that whole thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so started that whole thing. But yeah, like we met. It was so much fun. Like we met all kinds of people there. We had all freaking kinds of fun, and I didn't use any money on my food meal plan because I just constantly made giant plates.
Yeah.
But ruined some shoes, ruined some jeans, a lot of t-shirts, but it was fun. So anyway, just an example, I ate pasta for 2 years straight, nonstop, or however long I worked there. But
yeah, I made chicken Alfredo and chicken Alfredo pizzas.
Yeah,
every day pretty much.
Yeah, we didn't do the pizza, but I mean all kinds of penne and linguine and angel hair and sometimes lasagna, but sausage, meatball, sauces mixed, sometimes mushroom if I got crazy, but yeah, it's good stuff.
Well, anyway, so thank you because you took us to the airport. It worked out absolutely perfectly. We didn't have to wait at all. We were the last ones on, got right to our seats, took off.
That has to be something we talk about.
Man, you know what though? We had, it was a small plane, and so they did the door. They do the valet your bags at the door. When it comes to traveling, especially when I'm with Carly and Patrick, I'm so prepared. Like I've got all our boarding passes, I've got our IDs, okay. I've got medicine, I've got dog bags, I've got books and crayons and gum and hand sanitizer. Like I'm ready. For whatever reason, the night before when I was packing, like I was like, you know what? Forget this. Like I'm just gonna pack super, super light. What happened when we landed in Charlotte is Carly and Patrick bag were there. Mine was gone. There was one bag left, and what happened? Like one bag left. It looked like mine. I grabbed it, and as soon as I grabbed the handle, I'm like, well, that's not my bag. Put it back. I'm waiting. It's gone. So, everyone's off the plane. Everything's off the plane. The guys check whatever. So, like, I don't know. Like, I'm sorry to bother you. Like, hopefully, but I just couldn't. I was like, I had my laptop in there, my tablet in there, all my clothes. We were about to go to Ohio in the snow.
Who were you sorry to buy? Like, were you calling the person whose bag it was? Whose bag was left?
Just the gate people, the people at the gate. And I was like, because I kept asking, I was like, is there any, like, can you make an announcement? Like, I just to request that, I was like,
yeah, I got you.
I was like, so, and Carly, was kind of on there to like, they'll probably figure it out and then put it, and you just have to go to the baggage claim. And I was like, that takes like 200 people to do their jobs, which is already, and like 20 to go above and beyond. And I'm like, I'm not. So I worked up all the courage I could possibly muster, and I was like, can we look in the bag and just see if there's something to identify? I was like, she was like, well, no, it's not your bag. I was like, well, if I didn't tell you that this wasn't like, that's what I would have done. Like, so I'm here, you're here. Like, can we just, I'm like, we're not going to, can you just zip up that front pocket and just see? she wouldn't do it. She was like, no, this isn't your bag. Like, we don't. I was like, I understand. I was like, but my wife and kid are right there, like very nervous. We're about to miss our flight. Blah blah. Blah. This other guy comes finally, so I ask him, and again, same thing. I was like, I don't want to do this right in front of her because she knows I'm going to, but I was like, F it. Dude, can you put, and he was like, yeah, zips it open, finds something, finds the person's name, calls him. She's like, oh my God, I had no idea. Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, well, come on back. Like, we'll get it. Waiting. And, she wasn't coming and he knew like my flight was about to go. So thankfully he called her back. We're like, just stay where you are. We're going that way anyway, blah, blah, blah. Meet up with them. They were about to go to, what do you say, St. Bart's or something. And she had no idea that it wasn't her bag. So like the guy was like, and the guy they had, when I switched them, the husband, I assume, was like, well, too bad. Like if we would have gotten there, I would have just flown you out to St. Bart's to switch it. I was like, but anyway, the moral of the story is like, I did so many things the night before. Like I don't usually put my laptop and my tablet in that bag just because I know, but my backpack was kind of heavy. So I was like, whatever. What are the chances?
Yeah.
I took out the air tag because the battery was low. I didn't replace it. I was too lazy to replace it. So
you went way off script.
And even when we got off the plane, I'm so paranoid. I'd like to think I'm like Jason Bourne, just fully aware of everything.
Oh, good. Okay.
But I was like, Patrick was doing something. I was distracted. And sure enough, like by the time I looked up when they started building, like she had already taken it at that point. Because I look at every bag just to make sure no one steals our bags because I'm that paranoid. And so I must have missed it, like just in that first couple minutes that I was distracted with Pat. So like so many things that I was like, even my tablet, I had turned off the password a few days ago because when we hosted that the Christmas party, I wanted it like it was playing music, so I didn't want people to have to type in my like all these things. I was like, oh man,
wow.
So it worked out thankfully.
No kidding.
Because I wasn't scared. Because sometimes, dude, you just gotta just ask the question, just push through, ask the question. I'm terrible at that, but it worked out thankfully. So.
I hope I'm not embarrassing myself here, but I'm pretty sure the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, something like that. He talks about maturity. His definition of maturity is having the right balance of courage and consideration. So he talks about, and it makes me think too of like, I remember one of Dave Chappelle's like acceptance speeches. He was talking about an African proverb that his mom used to say that sometimes you have to be the lion to be the sheep you really are. Something like that. Same idea that you have to understand when to assert yourself in an uncomfortable situation, whether it makes you look rude or whatever. Sometimes you have to do that, or be considerate when to be quiet and take a step back. But like going through someone else's property, that's a tough thing for anybody to do, but in a desperate situation call for desperate measures. So I'm glad that worked out for you.
No, you're right though. I mean, I think that's always a fun, like a really, Carly my wife is assertive and she's confident and she knows, and her dad is like that too. He doesn't waste time. He's like, I need this and this and this. That's what you're here to do. So let me just get to it instead of being cute and asking, is this a 330 Eric? Are you from Akron? It's like the opposite of you, I guess, is what I'm.
Yeah, but there is a problem in society today mixing up what courage is and just arrogance is a totally different thing.
Agreed. Yeah, no, for sure. On the other side of that, there's a funny clip I saw a while ago. This comedian, I'll have to look it up. I don't know his name. We'll post it in the comments below. But he they showed a clip of his stand-up and he was like, all these years, or he said, recently I found out that I have anxiety. I have like a lot of anxiety. It's what I'm learning, and he's like, all these years I thought I was just being nice. That hits so hard. And he actually talked specifically about, he went on to talk about on an airplane when you land, it's like, you have to be ready to go. And he's talking about like, it's like a death match. Or, you have to be ready to go, or else you're liable to get punched in the back of the head, and it's totally justified. Like he's talking about, even with his wife, he's like, are you not ready? Like, well, so it was just it was a funny, I guess, kind of on the flip side of that is like that. I thought I was just being nice all these years, but it's actually anxiety.
That's funny. Yeah, and again, like that's also not what consideration is. Consideration isn't like humility isn't thinking less of yourself. It isn't making yourself out to be a nobody. There's a lot of misconceptions, but I think in a world where it's not what is it, like a zero sum game mindset, that it's either me or you. It's like we
Right.
can't both succeed. We can't both get off this plane in a reasonable manner. We can't both merge into these lanes on the highway. Like that's when it all breaks down. The lack of trust.
Right. That's good. Do your ears do your ears hurt and pop and stuff when you fly?
On the airplanes? Yeah, it's terrible.
But that, like, does it, like mine just earlier this morning, my ears finally pop, like, and now I think I'm finally back to normal. Like, does that, like, are you that bad?
Well, it definitely takes a couple days after to just resettle or whatever, rebalance. And it used to be real bad. I mean, I would be like hunched over, trying to figure it out. And like with gum, it helps a little bit, and with earbuds, like you're wearing, that helps me a little bit. But I've really tried to focus on, like the last few times that I've flown have been a lot better. Just really trying to stay calm and figure out, like the buds really do help when I'm listening to whatever it is. Just with the buds, I don't know if it's the noise canceling creates a seal or something. I don't know, but I don't even necessarily do like the gummy or bubble gum anymore. It seems like the buds kind of help a lot.
I wonder how many people, like Carly gets it, but not that bad. Patrick hasn't really been getting it, but this last time his hurt a lot. But there's two things that I've found help me. One is beforehand, if you take decongestant with plenty of time, because it, like the mucus and all that, like if you're clear of that, it helps not plug it up. That helps a lot, which I didn't do this last time. And then two, what I found recently that helps is when I get the water bottles at the airport, or the water bottles that I get are the ones that with the valve that you have to squeeze or suck or whatever, and that seems to help a lot, because when you're coming back down and if you create a vacuum with that and you suck the water out of the water bottle, that helps bring the pressure. Like that tends to
you
bring
chugging water when you're trying to land.
I take a couple big squigs, just like again, squigs. Carly always, I don't know which one it is. She always tells me I say the wrong one. I say squigs, but yeah. So like you form a vacuum, put the water bottle up, and take a big gulp and swallow it. So like you're not taking up a bunch of air, but you're forcing that pressure to push, or I guess to pull in.
Okay.
You're when you take a big gulp of water, then that pressure, you're forcing it to come in and help it instead of blowing it out. Because a lot of people want to blow it out. You know what I mean? That's what really hurts. I mean, it can be, I guess. But anyway, those are the two tips that I have for you guys. Pro tips: one is decongestant before the flight, plenty of time to let it work, and two is water bottle, like suction water bottles that you can really like. I mean, I sometimes I even plug my nose if it's bad enough. You just got to get that vacuum to kind of pull through and force that pressure to equalize back inside.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know the kids just like do gummies. They just start chewing gummies or whatever. I think probably for the same effect.
Yeah. Are you an aisle or a window guy?
I don't care.
When you're by yourself, what are you doing? Aisle or window?
Probably aisle.
Yeah. I don't think there's a question. I can't stand being in the window without.
No, I don't mind being in the window. I don't mind being in the middle. But I guess if I get first choice, I'll probably be in the aisle just so I can get off. Yeah.
Before getting punched in the back of the head.
Yeah. I think it was you. You sent a screenshot or a link or something in the Golden Bob Hawks text about. I think it was you. Actually, now that I think about it, it may have been a clip from a podcast or something where the dude was talking about how this friendship, the friendship between three people, if one of the friends is lost or leaves the group, not only do you lose that friend, but you lose this aspect of your one friend that this one brings out, and that different relationship that a true friendship brings out. And it's from, I think I sent back like the whole page because I recognize it from one of these C.S. Lewis books, The Four Loves. Like it talks about friend A, friend B, friend C, and how losing friend C isn't just the loss of friend C, but it's the part of friend B that C brings out and the part of A that C brings out. Like it's an additional thing. Anyway, but I'm pretty sure you were the one who sent that clip of some podcast or show.
That's really cool. I don't remember that at all, but it sounds like something I'd be interested in.
Yeah.
Well, this is fun. So
you don't have a closing?
Welcome to the
just listen to the first episode of the Twins Toro Show.
Yeah. I don't know how we should close it. I mean, I still don't even feel like we have the opener.
Right. I'll do the letters and stuff, but
yeah.
Oh, and I think I need to download your little music things. Those are cool.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if they're active. I don't remember what website we'll have to look. But welcome to the very.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Be sure to subscribe, leave comments, feedback. We'll put the links down below. Give us a follow and tune in. We should have.
Hopefully, you enjoyed the conversation. If there's other topics you think we should discuss or that we disagree about, let us know. Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, leave your comments, leave your feedback. We'd love to have you join the conversation. We'd love to have discussions. If we need to correct us with anything, if we got anything wrong, let us know.
Yeah, fact check us. Do some fact check.